Hi, Jacq Hackett here, and in my Friday Thought this week, I want to give a big shout out to my VA and to encourage any of you who are in consulting who haven't considered going down this road to think about getting yourself a really good VA. So if you're not familiar with that term, it's virtual assistant. It's basically a PA that works remotely. So when I first started out in consulting 18 years ago, of course, this sort of a service was not available at all. But how we conduct business has changed so much in that time, and now there is a world of freelancers out there waiting to assist us and support us in our business. So 6 or 7 years ago, I did a bit of research when I'd heard about this term, and I found myself a really great, really excellent VA, Sharon, and she's still with me today. Sharon lives in Queensland, so we conduct all of our business via Skype, email, phone, works perfectly well. And just to be clear, I don't actually employ Sharon. I'm just one of a number of clients that she has. So she will do all sorts of things for me as she will for other clients. And she simply bills me for the hours that she's done for me at the end of the month. So really, if you haven't thought about this, I really encourage you to think about doing it. It really takes the stress of a lot of that juggling that goes on in the background when you're running your own business. So let me give you a snapshot of some of the things Sharon's done for me this week. So this week she's been managing my diary, as she does a lot of the time, and we're setting up a whole lot of consultations with stakeholders. She keeps a very close eye on that. Who needs to be followed up, who's checked in, who's not, who needs to change something. She'll keep an eye on that very closely and keep me up to date, and then send me a spreadsheet of when everything's booked in and what I need to be doing. She this week formatted a really big report, a client report, a complex report for me. In March, I'm running a webinar, and so this week she not only does she prepare the PowerPoint slide presentation for that webinar for me, but she also set up the webinar on the webinar platform for me and sent out the email invitations to those we're inviting. She uploaded my latest blog post to my website, and she also sent out my weekly newsletter to my subscribers in an automated system. So she does all sorts of things for me. The thing that I love about it is that I feel like she really has my back. I can. There's all sorts of things that go on, as I said, in the background that I know that Sharon's on top of, and I don't have to keep an eye on for that reason. So if you have never thought about going down this track and you're in consulting, I really encourage you to think about doing that. It will really, really help your business. Oh, and one other thing I forgot that Sharon did for me this week was that she sent me an email reminder that the latest series of The Walking Dead is recommencing next week after a break of a few months, because we are both massive fans. And so she just, she took it upon herself to send me an email to remind me that was happening next week. So she really is indispensable.